How's it going, Mike Boyd? How's it going, Tyler Wash? How's it going, everybody at Vaynermedia? So I'm gonna try and make this as quick and as concise as possible because I know that you guys are super busy. But first off, it was a pleasure to meet all of you guys at VCon. Thank you to Zachary Owings for giving me a free ticket to allow me to attend. So I used my the fact that I went to VCon to obviously make you guys a frame using AI of like the Monday to Monday playlist, cool stuff. But the main reason why I wanted to give you guys that frame was it would allow me to have a second chance once more to really showcase all the things that I think that I would be able to add to the Monday to Monday playlist. So as you guys already know, I am a huge fan of not only Gary Vee but what all of you guys are doing at Vayner Music. I truly believe in your mission. I truly believe that you guys are offering value to these artists. And as someone that wants to work, that wants to one day work in the music industry, I couldn't think of any other company in the world that I would want to work for more than Vayner Music. Like you guys, I truly, truly believe at what you guys got going, and I know that you guys are gonna be at the top of the game in the future. And I just want to be part of an amazing team and of an amazing mission. So, in an attempt to do that, I spent the last 2 weeks relentlessly making a bulletproof document about everything that you guys got going on at the Monday to Monday playlist and showing and showcasing every way that I can provide value to you guys. So, that's what the document's about. I'm going to try and make this quick. I'm going to run through everything as concisely as possible. And at the end of that, if you have any questions, hit me up and FaceTime me and let's talk about how we can work together. Anyways, the first thing you see as you hop on is just see the different types of content that I have already made for the Monday to Monday playlist to kind of, remind you guys that like when it comes to video editing, when it comes to doing research, when it comes to doing finding artists, like I've already done this in the past and I'm going to continue to do that for you guys. And then I kind of made like a quick PR kit about everything related to the Monday to Monday playlist because me, when I make content for you guys and when I strategically think of what I can do to help more, I always come back to this PR kit because when it comes to content, I always use those same colors, right? I try to keep everything on brand with the Monday to Monday playlist. That's why when I make content for you guys, I have the logo here and I have the colors. Same thing. I also wrote down like the goal of the Monday to Monday playlist, which is to show love to up and coming artists, right? So whenever I'm thinking about content ideas, it's always like, how can I show more love? How can I offer more value to up and coming artists, right? And I also have the macro goal of the Monday to Monday playlist, which is to build relationships with the next biggest artist in the world, right? That's the reason why Mike Boyd had interviews with Mac Miller, Nipsey Hussle, Tyga, not Tyga, but Wiz Khalifa early in their career. Back then, the value proposition was doing an interview with them, right? But now we have so many other ways that we can offer value to these artists in order to build those authentic relationships. So, I kind of the main piece of this document that I really want to share with you guys is that I highlighted 4 ways that we, at Vaynermedia, could offer value to up and coming artists in order to build those authentic relationships. The first way is providing them with exposure, right? The second way is connecting them, being like a dot connector. The third way is making content for them, and the fourth way is through advice and mentorship. So in this document, I kind of go a little bit deeper into those 4 different things to really explain my point of view on how we can really offer even more value to these artists. The first thing is exposure, right? The reason why every artist wants to work with Drake is because when they work with Drake, Drake gives them exposure. Drake's audience gets transferred onto you, right? So also, even though we don't quite have what's called the Drake effect, we can also offer a ton of exposure to up and coming artists. Whether it's the famous Ask Gary Vee interview that he did with Russ, Logic, Gunna, A Boogie, and a ton of artists, whether it's simply putting them on our playlist that has 78,000 users, whether it's us making concerts and then having an up and coming artist open up for a bigger artist, kind of like we did with the 1:37 p.m. Super Bowl party, and also kind of like we did in VCon 2022 by having Fresco Trey and Tia Corine open up for, I think it was Busta Rhymes. And the fourth way is having them on a billboard, which is kind of might be a bit expensive, but that's another thing that we can do to give them even more exposure. And the fifth way is through collaborations, right? We have so many connections with On the Radar, $1 million worth of game, all these different platforms. Another way that we can offer exposure is not through us directly, but through someone that we know that does have a ton of exposure. The second thing that we can do is dot connecting, right? Like, I think one of the key things at Vaynermedia that we have is that we have so many connections, not only in the music industry, but also in the business world. So one of the ways that we've been dot connecting is obviously through doing brand partnerships, whether it's Ice Spice with Stary, Meg Thee Stallion with Pepsi, Tia Corinne with Bojangles, Fresco Trey with DraftKings, right? Mac Miller with Mountain Dew, um, um, Travis Porter with Brisk, right? GZ with Avion, all these different things. That's a good example of dot connecting, right? We've been doing a good job of that in the brand space, but I feel like we could also do a good job of that in the music industry space, right? Connecting two artists together, right? Because we have connections to guys like T-Pain, Russ, Logic. We can go find up and coming artists that we truly believe in, and then hit up like Logic, be like, yo, like you should work with this guy. And now this up and coming artist, we didn't only help him by putting him on the playlist, we also connected him with a bigger artist that we knew, right? We can do the same thing with managers. We can do the same thing with A&Rs. We can do the same thing with anybody in the music industry that we think could help that up and coming artist. We can just connect them with those people and provide a tremendous value to them early in their career. We could also do this organically through organizing songwriting camps. So the same way that we have Pass the Aux events in New York, we can organize songwriting camps in New York with like 30 artists that we really believe in, and have them all work together, introduce them, and just like that, we created a network of artists that without us wouldn't have known each other, and now we added value to them through that as well. And songwriting camps, they don't have to be in person. They could also be digital through Discord, having someone host it and then bringing 10 artists together on Discord and then making a song together with them. And also through media, right? So there's a ton of ways that we can dot connect to add value. The third way is through content. So I'm so happy that Tyler Wash's content series, What Do You Do, is going crazy right now, because that is a tremendous value proposition that we can offer artists, right? So now it's not only like, hey, we'll put you on the playlist. It's also like, hey, like we'll have our guy Tyler make content with you, which will perform well on social media. And then you have this guy named, I don't know him personally, but there's this guy by the name of DJ Quemo apparently that's been doing reaction videos. That is a amazing value proposition that we could also offer artists, because what I like about this is that the artist does not have to be involved in the content. So the Tyler Wash interview, the artist needs to be there in person. But this is completely on our side, and the artist doesn't have to do anything but just sit and listen, right? We also got the Gary Vee interviews. We also got the Monday to Monday podcast. That's also a good piece of content. So content is also a great value prop because it allows the artist to promote himself on social media. It gives him more credibility when it comes to like him talking to like brands and like managers and record labels. And that's also another value prop that we can offer. And the fourth value prop is advice and mentorship, right? So we have Gary Vee, a veteran in the business world, and then we have Mike Board, a veteran in the music industry. So with these two people, I think that when it comes to providing contextual advice and mentorship, that could also be an amazing value proposition. As you can see from the classic Gary Vee meetings with Gunna and the Vayner Music jam sessions and the Vayner Music show. What is this? Never mind. I'm going to delete that. So these are the 4 ways that I have highlighted that we can offer value at Vayner Music. Hope it makes sense. And I also have more information on each subsection, but I wanted to make this short. And also in this document, I also gave you some bonus information that I did. For example, I made a list of every single person that has ever been connected. Every single artist that has ever been connected to Vayner Music. That way, when you get a call from Pepsi or you get a call from a certain brand that says, I need like 20 artists from Atlanta, we have a database that we can look at, organized by location, like where they are, and then we can be like, oh, okay, boom, here are 30 artists that we've worked with in the past year. Or, oh, we need an artist between 1,000 and 100,000 followers. Boom, here are 50 artists that we've worked with that meet that criteria, right? So I also made for you guys a database of every artist that has ever been connected to Vaynermusic, whether it's through the Monday to Monday playlist, whether it's through Gary Vee, whether it's through Tyler Walsh, or whether it's through me. And this totals 189 artists. And obviously there's more, but these are only the artists that I know of personally, right? Also Monday to Monday recruits. I think the best thing that I've ever been known for in music, that's what everybody always tells me, is my ear. I'm really, 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 really good when it comes to discovering new artists and predicting which ones we're gonna pop. I've predicted the success of Russ, Ian Dior, Juice WRLD, Meek Mill, Roddy Ricch, Young Thug, Kodak Black, Trippie Redd, Tory Lanez, H, Coi Leray, 2C. Like I've done this so many times that it's almost like scary how accurately I do this. And I know that Mike Boyd and Tyler Walsh, I know that you guys are also really good at doing this. So I feel like us three together, all three doing this at the same time, I feel like we would just run circles around the whole music industry. So on top of also making a database of every artist that's ever been in contact with Vaynermusic, I could also provide you guys on a weekly basis of artists that you guys should be checking out to put on the playlist, right? And I also like highlighted here, like last week I did like a review of artists that you should be checking out. So I kind of made a video on that over here. I also made a on terms of social media, I made a list of every piece of content that you posted previously, and I basically highlighted the most successful ones, because it's important when you're doing social media to like track what's working and what's not working, and to just triple down on what's working. So that's what this database is about. I also made a list of new content that we can start doing together to promote the Monday to Monday playlist. Nothing crazy, just a few ideas. And then the last and final thing is I also built a website for you guys. Like I was kind of bored, I had a bit of free time, and I built a website. This is what it looks like. You should definitely check it out. If it's something that you guys would want, let me know. I'll just build it for you guys. But that was kind of like a bonus thing, just because I wanted to showcase my software engineering skills as well, because I do have a computer engineering degree. So these are all the skills that I think that I would be able to offer to you guys. That being said, I'll be down to work for you guys for free. At the end of the day, I just want to offer as much value as I can to you guys, and I know that I can be like a really, really good help. So I just look forward to talking to you guys more about that. I'm going to New York to see your office and just, jamming, talking about music, talking about business, and really just getting to know you guys and how you guys roll. But that's about it, man. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope that wasn't a waste of your time, and I look forward to talking to you guys very soon. All right, peace.